Good day, students, and welcome to your Human and Social Biology class. I am your teacher, Mr. Heron. Today we're going to be looking at cell specialization. Our objectives for this class are the different types of cells, cell structure, cell differentiation, and the relation of cells to the organism. Today we're going to be looking at 6 types of cells. They are the epithelial cells, the ciliated epithelial cells, squamous cells, nerve cells, also known as neurons, muscle cells, and reproductive cells, also called gametes. All right, so the first cell we're going to be looking at is the epithelial cell. The epithelial cells, they form a covering over the skin and the internal organs. You can think about it as your film wrap or your cling wrap. It covers the entire body. It covers the internal organs. All right? So let's draw a simple diagram of the epithelial cell. Now you will notice that these cells are closely packed together. All right? Now let's label the parts. We have the nucleus. We have the cell membrane. And we have the basement membrane. And there you have it, students, a simple drawing of the epithelial cell. The next cell we're going to be looking at is the ciliated epithelial cell. Now, the ciliated epithelial cell can be found in your air passage and the fallopian tube, right? Now, the ciliated cells, they have tiny hair-like structures that in the air passage, it helps to move mucus up to the nose or throat. In the fallopian tube, it helps to move the egg, all right? So let's draw a simple diagram of the ciliated epithelial cell. Now you will notice it closely resembles the epithelial cell above. Now let's label. We have cilia, the cell membrane, the nucleus, and the basement membrane. And there you have it, students, a simple drawing of the ciliated epithelial cell. Next, we're going to look at the squamous cell. Now, squamous cells, it's much thinner. Squamous cells can be found lining the inside of the mouth and over capillaries. All right? So let's draw a simple diagram of the squamous cell. Now let's label. We have the cell membrane, the nucleus, and of course, the basement membrane. And there you have it, students, a simple drawing of the squamous cell. Next, we're going to be looking at the nerve cells, also known as neurons. Now, the nerve cells or neurons, they have long extensions that they use to transfer information, right? So let's do a simple drawing of what a nerve cell looks like or a neuron. All right, now let's label. We have the dendrites. We have the nucleus. We have this long tail-like structure coming down called the axon. And there you have it, students, a simple drawing of the nerve cell, also called neurons. Next, we're going to be looking at muscle cells. Now, muscle cells are so closely packed together that in most cases, they are referred to as muscle fiber. All right? So I'm going to be doing a simple drawing of a muscle cell. All right? Here we go. Now let's label. There you have it, guys, a simple drawing of the muscle cell. The muscle cell has a single nucleus and protein filaments which are able to contract to make movement. All right? So there you have it, a simple drawing of the muscle cell. Next, we're going to be looking at the reproductive cells, also called gametes. Now, there are two types of reproductive cells. There is the male reproductive cell and the female reproductive cell. The male reproductive cell is called a sperm or a sperm cell, and the female reproductive cell is called an ovum or an egg cell. All right? So I'll be drawing a simple diagram of both the male sex cell and the female sex cell. All right? Here we have the nucleus, which contains the chromosomes. Then we have the cell membrane, and that's surrounded by a jelly coat. All right, so let's label. The nucleus, we have the cell membrane, and the jelly coat. And there you have it, students, a simple drawing of the female sex cell also known as the ovum. Next, we're going to be drawing a simple diagram of the male sex cell, which is called the sperm cell. So let's label. We have the nucleus, which contains the chromosomes. We have the head, the middle piece, and the flagellum or tail. And there you have it, students, a simple diagram of the sperm cell. Don't forget to label. And there you have it, students. Let's do a quick recap. Humans are multicellular organisms. As such, there are different cells found in the human body. Some of these cells are the epithelial cells, the ciliated epithelial cells, squamous cells, nerve cells, also known as neurons, muscle cells, and reproductive cells, also known as gametes. Thanks for joining, and I hope you learned something.